Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 6. My name is Stan, and I am the Shadow Seeker. I want to welcome everybody to the channel, and I am going to immediately jump into this particular reading. I'm going to be doing a general tarot reading for my beautiful high vibrational collective of very specific individuals, but anybody that is not part of the collective, if you desire to join the collective, please feel free to like and or subscribe. This will be a perfect way of transferring your energy, and I can pick up on it more specifically. Also, I'm recording episode 6 in a very distinctive place right now. So there might be a lot of distractions, but I'll do my best to try to filter out all the excess background noises. So hopefully you can hear me very clearly. But I do want to just apologize for anything that you might hear because there is like a basketball game going on and things of that nature. But I'm going to start out with my Oracle deck, the What's the Vibe, to see what the current energy of the collective is. Okay, so immediately the vibe here that I'm picking up of what we need to know, what we need to hear, my beautiful collective. We have the nightlife card. It says striptease, gamble, and Vegas. And it's paired here with the harmony card, which says balance, peace, happiness. So I'm really getting the sense that there's a lot of distractions or a lot of things really going on within the collective, a lot of different threads of energy, something where it seems like people are trying to maybe distract themselves from certain aspects of their life or the way that things are kind of going right now. And they're trying to align more with a very more harmonic frequency. I don't know if I'm saying that right, harmonic, but they're trying to find harmony, in the midst of all this chaos that's kind of going on in their life right now. And I'm not really sure what the collective is doing necessarily, but I'm really picking up on this kind of energy, this feeling that right now we need to all really be grounded and really focus on our mindfulness exercises, especially since we are or have rather transitioned out of that moon and Gemini energy. So I think certain feelings should be really kind of getting back to normal now, getting back to a more stable, grounded type of energy instead of emotions feeling all haywire and heightened. So this could be a sign of that. I'm also getting really this channeled energy of being divinely protected from something with the Archangel Michael card. It says protection, prevented from harm, and it says divine intervention. So I'm really getting the sense that in the midst of all this chaos, we are all divinely protected from whatever we believe in, whatever higher powers, whether that's, spirit guides, our soul tribe, angels, God, whatever higher power you're really connecting to, the universe, for me personally. And somehow we are going to get back to this sense of harmony and peace in the midst of all this chaos. I know, specifically speaking for me, it's been kind of chaotic in my work life and really kind of balancing a work and home life dynamic. It's been really challenging lately. And I'm really doing the best that I can. And that's really all that we can do, honestly. So hopefully that resonates with somebody. And possibly one of the practices that, we all could do is to learn to slow down and kind of get back out into nature with the Smell the Roses card, which does actually say slow down, take some time for yourself, get out into nature. And this is just another sort of channeled message to basically, if you are someone that's really in tune with the harmonic frequencies, I really feel like I'm saying that wrong, of nature, or if you feel really grounded with nature or really getting out into nature, then this is definitely that type of signal from your spirit guides here saying that you can definitely find a realignment of some kind by attuning to the frequencies of nature and really just, slowing down from a lot of the chaos that's going on right now that I'm really picking up very heavily. I really feel like that was kind of a general message though for the whole collective. So hopefully everybody can really resonate with that particular thread of energy. So I'm going to switch into tarot. I am going to try to set the intention to have this be sort of like a mini reading. Unfortunately, I am kind of on a specific timeline right now, but hopefully you can still get a very particularly channeled message from this miniature reading. But we're going to switch into tarot and see what comes out here. Okay, so switching into the tarot, we have here the Two of Pentacles reversed, and it came flinging out with the Hangman reversed. And immediately I'm getting, again, this channel thread of energy in the general sense for all of the collective that there is a lot of chaos, a lot of ungroundedness right now, a lot of I'm getting even dizziness, so maybe someone's experiencing like vertigo or something, but it seems like they're having a hard time balancing a lot of different aspects of their life. And it seems like they are in a sense of not knowing where they're coming or going, or things are just kind of like in a very intense sort of titsy in a sense, where they feel like a lot of things are really out of their control. So this is really a specific message to the collective to really do whatever it is that usually gets you regrounded. And actually, I'm getting a sense that we might need to reevaluate those particular practices of what we do for mindfulness exercises to balance ourselves out. So we might need to actually focus on trying to come up with a new particular way of getting back grounded within ourselves. With this hangman reverse, I'm really getting this sense that someone here, or maybe all of us, need to let go of something that is preventing us from achieving certain goals or certain dreams or aspirations or whatever it is that we're daily manifesting in our life. That there's this new path to something, and it's requiring us to let go of whatever is causing this chaos. And it could look really different from each specific person or each specific individual in the collective. So only you would know exactly what that means. And we had the King of Wands here. I'm really getting something about some sort of inspired action or something where someone is connected to somebody with authority or somebody that has a lot of leadership qualities. And this could be like a mentor. So maybe like a mentor that has always been sort of mentoring you, or someone could be coming into your life that could be mentoring you right now to kind of help you reground yourself. That could be very essential at this moment. But I'm also picking up that someone here in the collective already possesses these natural qualities of being able to take this inspired action. And so it's really up to you to really tap into your King of Wands energy, to know that you are the boss of whatever it is that you're trying to daily manifest here. And I'm really seeing that you can regain control. Now, even though we have the strength card reversed, which is Leo's energy, this is heavy fire sign energy here. It really feels like someone's emotions are also out of whack or in chaos right now. Someone's probably feeling really raw when it comes to some sort of emotional dynamic in their life. But this feels really general. It doesn't feel like I'm picking up on anything hyper specific right here. It feels very general. And it really feels as if someone feels like something is slipping away when it comes to their emotions. But I'm seeing some sort of new beginning here with the Ace of Cups in the upright position when it comes to emotions, when it comes to fulfillment or something enriching. All of this is really encompassing and really taking me back here to this Two of Pentacles. So I really feel like this is just a very specific channeled message in this miniature reading for the collective for this episode. But I'm really getting the sense that by opening up your heart chakra, it's going to allow a lot more manifestations to really come into someone's life here. And there's going to be a lot of different emotional dynamics that will be opening up for you only if you allow it and only if you let go of this feeling of not being self controlled. But this really goes back again to allowing whoever this person might be to come in and sort of guide you to where you need to be. I'm really seeing, and it's really funny that I say seeing because I really feel that's really my primary spiritual gift, but I'm really sort of seeing someone really, being inspired by somebody taking some sort of inspired action with something. And that's going to allow you to be able to manifest something very specific for yourself in the physical. And it's going to really lead to a lot of emotional abundance and happiness and some sort of success here, is what I'm really feeling. And it's gonna be a really beautiful shift, that's what it feels like. It feels like this shift from a hyper sense of chaoticness into something that's more stable and grounding is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so I am feeling as if the next set of messages that are coming through, I feel like this is gonna be a shift in the energy in this particular reading. Also, I just want to take a little bit of time and just say that this particular episode, I'm going to consider sort of like a mini reading. So far, all of the episodes have been rather lengthy, and I'm not quite sure how many people in the collective are actually listening to the entire readings because I'm not sure exactly what specifically is connecting with particular people. I mean, I can feel what necessarily would be resonant for specific individuals within the collective. But, for the people that don't necessarily feel like the majority of these particular readings in these episodes are really connecting with them, if you would like to reach out to me personally, I can always do a specific reading for you. And actually, I do feel rather guided to do a specific episode for a specific individual within the collective, but I'm willing to share it publicly if that's all right with this particular individual. They know who they are, but I like to keep a certain level of anonymity. And I might be saying that wrong. I feel like I'm getting like Finding Nemo vibes. But anyway, going back into the reading, I really feel like there's this big shift in the messages that are coming out here. We have the judgment card in reversed. And immediately, what I am picking up on with this particular thread of energy here is that there's some sort of call to action, or there is some sort of like divine calling, is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like someone's particular guides, their spirit team, possibly members on their soul tribe, their higher power, is calling them to conform to a certain set of actions that needs to be done or dealt with in order to expand into a particular timeline or a particular outcome, something that is going to be more favorable. But I'm picking up on some sort of resistance. So this might be very specific to a certain individual in the collective, but there is this strong level of resistance. And it really kind of stems from either being in this inner critic energy or some sort of negative self doubt, but something is really impeding on you specifically being able to fulfill your highest potential and to literally be the best version of yourself. And it really is sort of like this cry, in a sense, where a higher power is crying out to you, hoping that you can be in a more disciplined mindset where you can break this particular cycle of self criticism and self judgment. Because I'm really feeling that you are this highly creative being and you exude such wonderful, tremendous energy when you are truly aligned with the highest version of yourself. But these external influences, whatever they are, seems to be getting the best of you right now. But I really do feel like we are going to be shifting out of this since we have shifted or will be shifting further away from that full moon energy where all the emotions were extremely heightened. It just really still seems like you have to sort of separate this negative version of yourself, this perception that you have, and tell yourself more positive I was going to say apparitions. Oh God, what is that word? It's not as affirmations. Oh God, I am not like pronouncing this right. So again, this must be like some going back to previous episodes, some sort of throat chakra energy. Affirmations is the word I'm looking for. I do apologize, but wow, that was like something strange there with the throat chakra. But yeah, it really does feel like a certain individual is really ignoring a particular divine calling that I'm really sensing here. And it really feels like there's a lot of guilt and shame. And it's really time to really go into sort of like an introspection and really, be in this energy of self forgiveness and working on self love, self acceptance. And once you do those things, I really get a sense that you'll be free from a lot of this negative thought pattern energy. But with this Hierophant reversed, I'm getting the sense that you are trying to walk a path on your own, or you're trying to achieve something on your own. And you want to do this in a very sort of like unconventional way. So it's like you might be connecting to some sort of external influence here that could be shifting you from a particular path that you've been on for quite some time, I'm feeling. And I'm really feeling that this is really not how you should go about doing this. It really feels like you need to actually confirm or not confirm. See, there I go with that third chakra again. Need to realign yourself back to whatever these practices that you had or this conformity that you once had with whatever your higher power is or whatever you were truly aligned with, because that's the path that is really taking you to the highest sense of self. And I'm really feeling that the more you resist this path and try to find this sort of alternative outcome, you're just going to be met with more resistance, is what it really feels like. This, again, really feels like a very specific channeled message for somebody in the collective that has really been going through a lot of chaos or downward spiral moments or just a lot of mishaps in their life. For some reason, I'm sensing a lot of the mishaps have a lot to do with a particular person or a relationship dynamic, but I'm also getting something about the workplace as well. So there could be a lot of chaos at work. There could be a lot of misalignment at work, a lot of unfairness that I'm picking up at work. But then again, these types of energies could also be with a particular person that you're dealing with on the daily. So maybe a life partner or boyfriend, girlfriend, divine feminine, divine masculine. It just really feels like there's a lot of unsteadiness, uneasiness, ungroundedness, a lot of mishaps, miscommunication, a lot of misconstrued thoughts, a lot of self limiting behavior, lower thought patterns, intrusive thoughts, just a lot of, garbled up energy is what I'm really feeling. I'm really feeling all over the place. And I really feel like that is a sense of how this particular person is feeling. And it really seems like the more that they're trying to challenge what would be like the status quo with this Hierophant energy here, they really feel like they're trying to align with what they perceive to be freedom, which I mean, I know everyone wants to feel unbridled in a sense, but this just does not feel like the right way to go about whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish here. It really feels like you need to reevaluate your religious beliefs or your idea around conformity when it comes to connecting with source, the universe, whatever your higher power is. If it's multiple deities, whatever it is, I really feel like there's a need to kind of go into hermit mode. We don't have the hermit energy out here, but it really feels like there's some sort of need to go into hermit mode. It really does feel that way. Now, wow, this is interesting. We have the high priestess here. And with this high priestess, I'm really sensing that even though it's in the upright position, I'm really sensing that there's a lot of trouble around somebody's subconscious mind, and there's a lot of blocked intuition. So I'm really kind of getting this sense that someone's battling something internally here where they are not able to truly align with what this high priestess represents. Because the high priestess here, is someone that's truly in their divine feminine energy and able to tap into their intuition and their sacred esoteric knowledge from the subconscious mind. But it really feels like someone's having trouble accessing that. But I'm kind of also getting this thread of energy that somehow you're going to realign with this particular type of energy. It's going to require you to sort of surrender. So, when you think about the divine feminine energy, you think about a divine feminine really being in the state of being, in the state of not actively doing anything, being receptive, allowing things to flow in a natural state. So this could be someone in particular, someone maybe like their ancestors or someone's guides here, really trying to push this person into this divine feminine energy of just being and just being in this true receptive energy so they can receive this particular type of esoteric knowledge or connect more with their subconscious mind. I know that who I consider to be sort of like my spiritual guru, Infinity from the Magnetize Yourself channel. I know she often says or quotes that 95% of your subconscious mind is responsible for your daily actions, that's some sort of like scientific fact. And so it really just feels like someone needs to be pushed into this particular energy, that someone's guides are probably trying to do this. I'm really getting this strong feeling that someone's intuitive sense right now is providing a lot of useful information and is going to really assist them with a lot of what I'm feeling as flow state energy of being able to balance out a lot of this chaos, being able to fix a lot of issues and be able to rationalize a lot of things. And also, I'm getting this energy too that at this particular time, someone's intuition or maybe psychic abilities are really heightened right now. That might actually be my energy because I have really been feeling as if my spiritual gifts have been really kind of heightened at the moment. And it really feels like a beautiful energy. But I'm also wishing this for other people in the collective to be able to tap into this type of energy as well. And I do feel like certain individuals are, but I do at the same time feel that a lot of individuals are very resistant to this type of energy. They might be kind of scared at the moment. I'm also getting one last thread of energy about there being some sort of balance between someone's feminine and divine masculine energies. Okay, so I had to actually pause for quite a few minutes because there really felt like there were some more channeled messages that were coming up through the collective energy. And I really needed to sit and process everything because this almost felt like some really heavy type of energy. But it also really feels like someone is just really having a really extremely difficult time right now trying to balance multiple priorities. And they really feel like they are failing at doing so. They really are having a hard time sort of sifting through the chaos that's going on right now. And I'm really feeling that energy very, very strongly and very heavily right now. So I had to really kind of rebalance myself in a moment and really kind of do a little bit of breath work to reground myself because I was starting to feel really ungrounded just a few moments ago. But I feel like I'm back to where I need to be. But I do want to go ahead and actually finish the reading here because these energies are really, really heavy, intense at the moment. So I do apologize for ending the reading here. But before I actually do end the reading, I would like to pull a card from my Spiritual Messages Oracle deck. And the card that actually, there were two cards that came out. The first one says, you are feeling somewhat confused by the events that are unfolding around you and the various seemingly contradictory information that is coming your way. Trust your instincts and do what they are telling you to do, and you will learn a lot about yourself and the direction you want your life to take. And the other one says, you are so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may realize. You have been praying for things to heal, new opportunities to appear, relationships to improve, and these prayers will be answered soon. Now, these are two very specific threads of energy that I really do feel like I was picking up on, but I may or may not have really tapped fully into the prospect of all of those energies because there's just so many different threads that are really coming at me all at once. And they are almost really difficult to channel through and sift through as for what wants to come out because someone's spirit team or guides are really sort of pushing through very strongly. And it's just a very overwhelming sense of energy. So that's why I had to stop the reading. So I do want to apologize, but hopefully what was said and what came through and what was discussed will resonate with somebody here. In fact, I do know it will. So I really hope that whatever came out does help. But in a future episode, I am going to be channeling a very specific individual's energy through the collective. And it's going to be one of these threads that I didn't really touch base on here in this particular reading, because that energy really, for me, is going to take quite a bit of sifting through to get the messages to come out very coherently, because I was really picking up on some heavy throat chakra energy. So again, I want to emphasize that, this is really a strong time that we should be practicing our mindfulness exercises and whatever we do, our spiritual practices that we do to get rebalanced and regrounded right now. And in doing so, you'll feel so much more empowered. So I really suggest that for someone here in this collective. But we'll be closing the reading here. I do want to thank everyone who did join in for this episode. I do apologize for a lot of the chaoticness of this particular reading, but the energies definitely towards the end was very, very overwhelming to channel. So I do want to apologize for that. But I do promise that there will be more episodes to come. And I really do hope that for specific individuals that felt like certain messages were not really for them, I really hope in future episodes, the ones that will be premiered in the not so distant future, will resonate more for you, because it really did feel as if this episode and the episode prior were specific messages for very specific individuals. And so it really almost feels like not everyone was sort of encompassed within both of those particular episodes. But I do promise that in future episodes, we will be channeling more deeper into those particular individuals' energies. But for now, I do want to send everyone love, light, and happiness. And thank you again for allowing me the space to do this for you. This has been so far actually very rewarding because, like I said, I am channeling a very specific collective. So I know that I am reaching certain people, and I know that these readings are helping in some sense. So I do hope that you continue to allow me to tap into your energy. And also, if someone new is stumbling upon these readings, I do welcome you to the collective. So again, feel free to like and or subscribe if any of these messages and any of these episodes resonate with you, because liking and subscribing is definitely the perfect way for me to tap into your energy, and you will be able to help co-create the messages that come through. So on that note, I will see you in the next episode.